Honorable Ablakwa, yes.
I'm grateful, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the majority leader is raising a matter that, Mr. Speaker, we have to pay attention to. This being a house of record, and these are matters that went all the way to the Supreme Court. They are constitutional issues, and we should not gloss over them. The fact of the matter is that when we convened here on the 22nd of October, our colleagues on the other side did not attend proceedings. They were not in this house. They boycotted the sitting. And so we did not have a decision-making core. And that is the basis upon which the Speaker ruled, which is clearly stated in the votes and proceedings. So for the majority leader to be using the back door, albeit surreptitiously, to say that there was a mistake by the Speaker, there was no mistake. There was no mistake. The fact of the matter is that we did not have a decision-making quorum, and the Speaker stated emphatically that there were decisions that we had to take. We didn't meet that day to read statements and to exchange pleasantries and to file questions and all of that. There was a motion, there was the need to take a decision, and we didn't have a quorum to take that decision. We didn't have the minimum 138 to take a decision. We didn't have that. So Mr. Speaker ruled clearly, and Mr. Speaker, in case the majority leader wants us to refer him again to page 8, the Speaker's ruling is there clearly that the House, per Article 1041 of the Constitution, did not have the numbers to take a decision, because there was, according to the Speaker, a matter that required a decision to be taken, and we did not have the numbers to take a decision. So if you read it, it's stated there clearly. Just read the ruling fully, and you will see that the Speaker was very, very clear that we were meeting to take decisions, and we did not have a quorum to take a decision. So majority leader, this your attempt to use the back door to rewrite what had happened, and to even suggest that the Speaker made a mistake. And you know our standing orders. If the Speaker made a mistake, have you come by motion to challenge the ruling of the Speaker? The Speaker's ruling has not been challenged, and that is the ruling of this House. That's what that's what the records reflect. So Mr. Speaker, I think that we have to really make progress. The Speaker has not made a mistake. What transpired here is clear. You called for an emergency sitting. You ran away. You didn't show up. We were here. You were nowhere to be found. I actually thought you used this opportunity to apologize to Mr. Speaker and all of us who had to leave our campaigns and come to this House, and indeed the entire Ghanaian populace. So, Honorable Afenyo, you should be apologizing to us, to Mr. Speaker and Ghanaians, not trying to distort what happened in this House, which has been accurately reflected per our records.
Yes, Honorable Matthew Opoku Prempe.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you just called for correction of votes and proceedings. It is entirely in the bosom of the House that if a mistake has been done, we correct it now. That contorted argument that no decision was being made, so calling that order to enforce is wrong. He himself, in speaking, he said that there was no decision on the order paper to be made. So maybe we should take advantage that the item on the table now, on the floor now, is correction of votes and proceedings. So, Mr. Speaker, if something has been stated wrongly, this is the time to correct it, so that we can move on.
Honorable members, I think we should just proceed. The person who raised the issue said his reference was to a different order, votes on proceedings dated Thursday, 7th November 2024, not the one we're considering dated Tuesday, 22nd October 2024. And so that ends it. And for the others, those who believe that I erred in my ruling may need to be taken to school. I'm not sure they read the ruling very well. And that ruling actually worked in their favor. Honorable Majority Leader, it actually worked in your favor. And for you to come here and try to impugn on that ruling, please, I really was surprised that you raised the issue that you put across. It's not correct. Please.
If you don't intend the temperature. Mr. Speaker, I never raised this matter. Honorable Rashid.
I'm not saying you raised the matter. I've not said that.
Mr. Speaker,
but you gave an example that I told you. I'm sure you are talking about maybe in private.
No, Mr. Speaker.
Sometimes the speaker errs.
Mr. Speaker, not on this occasion. It was not related to this. Mr. Speaker, it's not related to this. Mr. Speaker, today is the first day. Don't mind them. They are provoking you. Don't mind them. It is not like, Mr. Speaker, don't mind them. Don't be provoked. Mr. Speaker, be a very happy man. I beg you. I don't want them.
Don't worry. I will never be provoked.
Mr. Speaker, that's
but
okay.
the public, they are listening to us.
Mr. Speaker, I didn't relate it.
You know,
I beg you.
And the public will be misled. I gave about 3 reasons. And I'm sure you didn't avert your mind to the 3rd reason. For the reason why I adjourned, actually not suspend, I adjourned the meeting indefinitely. And I listened to some of you debate this matter on air. And I thought you should have been commending me for adjourning it, but you were rather condemning me for doing so. It saddened me, but I understand the arena we are in. And so I've taken it cool in my stride. As we go along, we'll have to deepen the orientation and training of members of parliament so that we don't get the public being confused by you who are seen as leaders, you who are seen who should know better, rather misleading them. So let's go back to the correction of votes and proceedings on the votes and proceedings of Tuesday, 22nd October 2024. We're at page 4. And those present, as you can see, are 120. Those absent with permission were only 7. Then the rest are absent without permission. So please, page 4. Yes.
No. Page 4. Item 13. I was present, but be marked as absent.
Table office, kindly take note. Yes. Honorable member. Are you on your feet to... Sorry. Page 5. Page 6. Page 7. Yes. Honorable Oseche Mensah-Bonsu.
Speaker, page 6, item numbered as 98. I think I transmitted a leave of absence request, but I've been marked as absent without permission. So if you may direct the table officers to take note of that. And having said so, Mr. Speaker, even though we start a bit late, it's past 2 o'clock. It's almost 3. I don't know whether we may want to call for an extension of the sitting period.
Yes, I may need to look at our new standing orders. A few things have been changed in the new standing orders. But I call on the table office to look at the request for permission and whether that request was approved. If so, please, you do the right thing by making sure that he's absent with permission.